Hello and happy Sunday, everybody. Today, or I'm Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, May the 17th. This is chat number 173, and it is titled Better Sleep Starts Here. So it really should have been titled Sweating with the Oldies, because I just got back from walking with Karen like 40 minutes ago. So you all are seeing me, no makeup, undone hair on top of my head. Yeah, sweating with the oldies. So we just got back. Anyway, thanks for being here. If you are new with us, please let us know. We would love to give you a shout out. And if you have been here before, and hello Betty. And if you're watching this later on youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. If you don't want to see all the hi and hellos, just grab the little scroll bar and go on across. And Trish, this is the second time I've seen you today, correct? Hello, Kathy. Hello, Trish again. Hello, let's see, who else is here? Hello, Carol Lou. Hello, Janet. So, yeah, we just got back from walking like 40 minutes ago. Hello, Carol Lou. Hello, Sherry from Connecticut. Yes, this is Sunday, May the 17th. Sweating with the oldies. That is not what this is called. Anyway, so I'm just going to take a moment here to relax while everybody's coming in and while I tell you all hello. Hello, my Christy. Yes, I know, it was very nice to see you, Trish. So it's so cool to, to get to see you face to face like that. So that was a lot of fun, and I hope you really enjoyed Gwen. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Sherry. Hello, another Sherry, but Sherry, S-H-R-I. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Carla. So glad that you could make it tonight. Hello, Kathy from Ohio. Hello, Karen from East Tennessee. So who else was on our Zoom meeting today? Hello, Lisa. So this is not a trick question. This is not anything that you all should have been at, but who was at the Zoom meeting for Knoxville today? Because I think there were five or six of you all there. Hello, Tina. Oh my gosh, Tina, not cute at all. No, there must be a filter on this thing or something, because yeah, not cute at all. And hello, Vicky. So Vicky, okay, so I'm going to come back to Vicky's question in just a second. Hello, Mary Ann from Pennsylvania. Hello, Rosie. Hello, Judy. Hi, Evie. Hello, Marlene. Oh, Barbara is here. Hi, Joyce. Yep, Joyce, loved the meeting today too. It was so good to see you. And Lynn forgot about it. That's okay. Hello, Star. Yep. Oh, and Trish is going to continue visiting because she is so sweet. Gwen is so sweet. She is so sweet. And let me just tell you, she is very wise. So she's only been doing Zoom meetings for like 9 weeks. So, she's really catching on. That first week, it was a little rough. I'm not going to lie, it was a little rough. Yeah, and Janet is loving Zoom meetings. Good. Hello, Barbara from the Crossroads. Hello. And Kathy forgot, that is okay. And hello, other Kathy. Yes, Kathy was there and she loved it. Good. It was so good to see you. Now, Kathy, were you the Kathy that had the beautiful cat? Was that you? Because there was a Kathy with a K and a Kathy with a C. Were you the one that had the gorgeous cat sitting in your lap? Absolutely beautiful. Hello, Lacey. Hello, Marlene from Florida. Hello, Donna. Hello, Nancy from Philadelphia. And who else was there? Who was at the Knoxville Zoom meeting today? Hello, Janice. So to go back to the question about why I'm no longer at home. So I am trying really hard to separate work from home. And Sylvia says hi from the ballpark. So I'm really trying hard to separate work from home. I had let this overtake home, and we live in a loft. We live in a 980 square foot loft, so there's like this much room. And I will say that all of this being together. Oh yeah, Trish, I'm sorry, I was reading Trish's message. Hello, Annette from South Dakota. Oh yep, and it was Kathy with the cat. I'm going to come back to the question about why we're doing it here. Hello, Colleen from Ohio. Kathy's cat, during the Zoom meeting today, she came to the Knoxville Zoom meeting today. Her cat is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The cat was in her lap the whole time, and I was having trouble. Wasn't really, but I was listening to Gwen, but I kept watching the cat because he or she was absolutely beautiful. And Lacey, the meeting that we're talking about, I attend Gwen's Zoom meeting for the Knoxville group, and you have to have an active WW membership to get the link to it. But I attend on Sundays at 2:30, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to ask a question about Zoom here in just a second. And yes, Trish, it was nice. Yeah, it was nice to see you and Kathy. And Vicky misses me cooking a lot. So, Vicky, we've been cooking though. Hello, Orlando Debbie. I have two air fryers here. Two. Easy to get to. I have an oven. We're getting a little hot plate thing. So, again, part of the reason that we have switched to here is because you know, it was kind of taken over at the loft. And again, it's a very small loft. Like this room, the kitchen that I'm in here, is almost the size of our kitchen and living room at the loft. So I have plenty of room. I've got plenty of room to spread out. I've got the refrigerator and the freezer all to myself. And, but Vicky said she misses me cooking a lot. So it's going to be a couple more weeks before I can cook a whole lot. We are going to do a grocery haul tonight though. But you know, we were not working. We did not work for a whole month. So I did not have a lot of extra money to buy groceries. We started working again 2 weeks ago though. So I have a grocery haul for the second half of tonight. And we're going to talk about what to do post-COVID. So, you know, like what our new normal looks like. And Joyce says she understands why I love my meetings. Yes. I love Gwen. She is so awesome. Hello, Sandy from Northeastern Kansas. And let's see. Oh, and Kathy said the cat was asleep until the meeting. That is too funny. Okay, so hello, I'm Kelly, in case I didn't already say it. And if you are new, please say hello because we would love to say hello back in case you hadn't noticed. And yes, Barbara, I'm sorry, segue again. Barbara says it is a beautiful place that we have here. Barbara has been here. So Barbara has come to visit me. Why haven't the rest of you? So yeah, we're right here. I say the address all the time. My Christy has been here. Barbara has been here. Where have the rest of you been? You can come and visit me. Karen popped in. My Karen popped in yesterday just long enough to use the bathroom. She didn't even stay. Okay. Anyway, let's see. And Janet wants to know if you can go to different Zoom meetings in different countries. Yes, you can. You just have to have an active WW membership and then just go hunt when you are from Connect. John says, I am at home. Wait, have I been separated? Have you been separated? Have you been separated, John? I don't know. Hello, Sandra from Naperville, Illinois. And Karen says, can you go to a Zoom meeting if you're just digital? Yes, you can. You can do a Zoom meeting if you're digital online only. And let's see, Rosie says California is pretty far. I've been to California. I've come to California. You can come to Tennessee. You can come here and visit me. Okay, and hello, Janice from rainy Iowa. Hello, Haley. And, oh, Sandra says, you love your nails. I actually took a few minutes to do them. Don't tell Casey I stole these out of the freezer. These were some that she had done a couple of weeks ago, and I stole her leftovers out of the freezer. Anyway, okay, so, oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, Christy, I get it. Because, you know, I was still talking. Yeah, John was saying, have I been separated? Yes, I have separated myself from you, John, so that I'm separating work from home. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work out for us, but I'll let you know. I'll send you a Dear John letter. Hello, Vicky from St. Louis. Haley's in Texas, but she was near me last September. Hello, Paula from Maine. Paula, what part of Maine? Because we could come see you. Maine is our second favorite vacation destination, only seconded by Disney, or Marineland. Apparently, I'm repping Disney and Marineland today, but it was so hot when Karen and I were walking. Tennessee has skipped spring. We went from winter to summer. It was 84. Let's see, last Saturday in the camper, it was 36. This Saturday in the camper, it was 84. So, yeah, that just goes to show you. Okay, let me grab a couple more people. Hello, Connie from Missouri. Sylvia says, can you keep them in the freezer? You can if you seal them up really, really good. They're not quite as sticky, so just know that. And hello, Kimberly from South Jersey. But we keep the second set for just in case. But yeah. And my Christy says, why the freezer for the nails? Because you have to keep them wet. That's a whole nother discussion. Okay, and Janet says she's loving it. There will be face-to-face meetings again. Yes, we got news about that today, or got a little bit more news about that today. And Paula says Northern Maine right on the very top. She can see Canada from her house. That is awesome. We love Bangor and Bar Harbor. So how far away are you from that? And okay, and hello Irma. Okay, so let's start talking. So again, sorry for the sweaty mess. I said today's chat is number 173. Better sleep starts here. It should have been called Sweating with the Oldies. Although I will say that Karen and I proved, even though we have not gotten to walk like we normally do, we have proven once again that the 50-ish year olds, Karen's a little bit older than me, we have better stamina than the 30-year-olds because we still outwalked her oldest daughter. So yeah, so it is, it's Sweating with the Oldies tonight. Just kidding. It is Better Sleep starts here. I will say, Paula's 3 hours from Bangor. Okay, well, we'll just pop over the next time that we're in Maine. Okay, so a couple of things real quick before we get started. Aside from sorry for the walking clothes, I just got back about literally like 40 minutes before the chat started. So this is what I look like when I don't have on makeup. Hello, Loretta. And haven't done my hair, which I'm not 100% upset with the growing out. I think I'm going to let it continue to grow out and just go ahead and see what it looks like, and and not color it anymore. I've decided that once the red gets down to about right here, I'm just going to tell everybody that I got a very expensive ombre and be done with it. Okay, so a couple of things real quick. There are a couple of new things on your WW app, and we will go over one of those tonight. Thank you, Janice. We will go over one of those tonight. The other one we will be going over next week. So if you went to a Zoom meeting this week, you got a sneak preview of it. But I do want to ask, we have been getting lots of questions about here in Tennessee. So I know not every state is ready to open back up yet. Hello, Sylvia. And we are being, I'm going to say optimistically cautious. Thank you, Kimberly. I'm going to say optimistically cautious. So I'm not super happy with people that are coming in, especially with kids, without masks on. We have masks, so we're doing here in the KC Kitchen Center showroom, we are doing masks, we have hand sanitizer, we have gloves if you want them, we've got, we are sanitizing everything in between people, in between us. None of us are sharing a space, we're not sharing a phone, and our phone, so once somebody, hello Barbara, so once somebody starts at one desk, they don't move. Okay, but East Tennessee is starting to open back up a little bit. Again, cautiously optimistic about this. Hello Kim. But we're getting lots of questions about workshops, physical workshops opening back up. Today, after today's 2:30 Zoom meeting for Knoxville, there was a question, there was a survey at the end. One of the questions in the survey was if you were comfortable visiting a physical workshop again, and you rated, it was a rating of 1 to 5, like 1 was totally comfortable, 2 was somewhat comfortable, 3 was like neutral, 4 was a little bit worried, 5 was kind of like no way, it was kind of like no way were you going to do it. So, excuse me. Anyway, so I gave it a 2, but it was, or how comfortable are you going to returning to a physical workshop where there are 10 or more people? So the 10 or more people didn't worry me. There just wasn't enough information. So I put a 2. As anxious as I am to return to my workshop, our workshop in Knoxville is pretty small. The one that I go to, the one that meets on Sunday normally, because I normally meet on Tuesday night, the one that meets normally on Sundays is huge. Hello, Teresa. And then there's another one on, I want to say it's like Wednesday night or maybe it's Thursday night because it's at a church, so it can't be Wednesday night. That one is jam-packed. So if I had to give a rating of 1 to 5 based on the jam-packed meeting, probably would have given it like a 4. But our meeting, there's not that many people. We have round tables. We can spread out a little bit. So I'm just curious. Okay, so I know a lot of us are anxious about getting back to our physical meeting place, but on a scale of 1 to 5, so 1 being totally cool with it, like you're ready to go, doesn't matter, wear masks, don't wear masks, whatever, if you're good to go, give me a 1. Tell me, hello, Anisha, tell me it's a 1. If you're, yeah, I could go, but I need to know what the ground rules are. Like I want to know how close are we sitting to each other? Are we wearing masks or not? Whatever. But give it a 2. If you're, yeah, I could go, but I just need a little more information. If you're, not sure, I just want to wait and see what else is going to happen. Give it a 3. If you are really not feeling it, just not feeling it yet, you want to wait at least another month, maybe 2 months. Before you decide, give it a 4. And if you are just flat not ready to go back at all, not ready to go back, not sure when you're going to say you're ready to go back, give it a 5. So I'm going to see what everybody says. And we won't talk too much longer because we got stuff to talk about. Melissa says a big 1. She is ready to go. She is ready to go back. Loretta says Pennsylvania is on lockdown. So Loretta, pretend like you could. Pretend like you could because some areas can. Lorelai says a 1. Sylvia says 2. Barbara said she would weigh in and then go home, so a 4. Joyce says 2. Sherry says 4. Marianne says 2. Teresa says hers is too small, so a -5. -5, like the space is too small, so you couldn't possibly get away from each other. Okay, that makes sense. Star's a 3. My Christie's a 4. Dorothy is a 5. Orlando Debbie's a 2. Carla's a 4. Kathy's a 3, 4. Okay, so we're all over the place. If you go to a digital workshop, if you go to a Zoom meeting, last week, this week, please give them the feedback. Please it took me 4 minutes, I think, to take the survey. Please go ahead and take the survey at the end and let them know, because they're trying to make decisions based on all of us. And if you all are watching the comments go up, we're all over the board. Like, there are several of us, aloha Kathy, there are several of us that are saying, yes, we want back in. I need to go back. I need that accountability. Some iffy people, and then, oh, and Libby says South Carolina opens up tomorrow and she's ready. She's SpongeBob. I'm ready. I'm ready. But then there are people that are 5s, and we even had a -5. And Betty works in healthcare, so she's waiting for the next few weeks. And she also has elderly parents to think about. Hello, Susie. So, see, I think there's a lot more to it than just a generic, yes or no. So if you go to a Zoom meeting, if it offers a survey okay, yeah, see, like Lacey said, hers didn't offer a survey. Ours popped up. So if it offers a survey, please take the survey. Because they do need all of our input. So, they don't just need the 7 of us that are going, one, we want to go back. They need to hear from everybody and be honest when you answer it. Okay, so this week is Sunday, May the 17th. And this is chat number 173. Better sleep starts here. So, already got way far ahead of myself. First question, if you attended a Zoom meeting last week, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new with it, thumbs up. I got to start getting in the habit of doing that because they go up like this. So if you're new here with us, the way you answer me, you can type, you can write words in, but I can't always see the words. But give me a thumbs up if you attended a Zoom meeting last week. And Chris and her daughter are at the beach this week. They needed a break. Chris, yes, you get a pass. Chris gets a pass. Y'all just back out of the way and let her enjoy the whole beach, her and her daughter, okay? Let them enjoy it. And if you did both, if you attended here with us last week, or you went to a Zoom or you went to a Zoom meeting too, give me some hearts. So if you're new, there's a little button down there that you can push, that you can do a heart, you can do a thumbs up, you can do other things. Please no frowny faces. So thumbs up for a Zoom meeting, heart for here with us, or both. Lots and lots of hearts. We had a pretty good crowd last week. We've got a pretty good crowd tonight. We've got 100 people. So great. The night that I have on no makeup and my hair is pulled up, yeah, and I'm sweaty. I'm actually not that sweaty now, so I turned the air down to like 68. Yeah, so we have triple digits on the night that I look absolutely not my best. But anyway, okay, so lots of thumbs ups and hearts. Bravo to everybody. So bravo to everyone who attended a meeting last week, a workshop last week. Thank you very much. And also people who did your homework. So I have to read your homework off of my phone today because I did not get back in time to get any notes typed up yet. So people that did their homework last week we talked about busting a bad mood. And I got to admit, John's listening right now. I had a little pity party one night last week. Thank you, Sandra. I had a little pity party one night last week. Thank you, Marlene. And John can attest to it. You don't need to be a witness. You don't need to say, amen or anything, John. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, this is all real. Thank you, Debbie. Of course, Debbie has seen me freezing cold, sweaty, probably in every season so far. And thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Vicki. Yes, Christy, I am normal. Thank you. Okay, but anyway, so I was in a bad mood, and I guess I just wanted to be in a bad mood right then. And so I let it linger for a little bit, and I actually went and finished a book. So I busted the bad mood I didn't bust it quick enough. Anyway, so I was in the bad mood, went and moped for a little bit. Then to bust the bad mood, I do enjoy reading. I'm very slow at it. I'm not nearly as fast as Casey, but I went and I started reading. And I read, and it was right towards the end of the book. And normally I can only get about 5 pages in before I fall asleep. I finished the book because it was so good. And guess what? I wasn't in a bad mood anymore. So your homework this week, Kathy, to bust a mood, to hashtag bust a mood. She said she enjoys cutting grass. So she'll be cutting their grass this week, and she will sing loud. She will sing loudly while she's cutting the grass. So that was a good one, Kathy. Bravo. Then Rosie actually posted hers on YouTube. She posted her comment on YouTube. Her homework was there. So thank you. Thank you, Rosie, for posting, for posting something on YouTube. Rosie enjoys dancing, so she will put music on while she's cleaning the house, and to bust her bad mood, she will have to focus on wanting to have a nice, clean house. So keeping it clean will keep her busy, and it will bust her bad mood. Sylvia even included a little disco Bitmoji, and she said she enjoys moving to music. I know a lot of people that enjoy moving to music, so she's did Zumba. And to bust a bad mood, she was going to focus on the music and move to the groove. I think that's an excellent idea, Sylvia. She always has really good ones. Michelle, totally different, but equally awesome. And Michelle enjoys sewing. So she was going to pull out her sewing machine if she finds herself getting into a bad mood. And to bust the bad mood, she was going to make burp cloths and receiving blankets. So Michelle, I want to know, is that something that you do to give away? Like, is that a charity thing that you do? Or is it just because you know so many people that are having babies? But I think that's a great one, and somebody, okay, so Michelle's going to bust her bad mood, and the recipient of her busting her bad mood, they're going to be in a great mood too. And let's see, one more. Kim enjoys walking while listening to music. I think that's a great idea. Just don't walk on a busy street with your headphones in. So she's going to walk around her neighborhood or to walking videos if it's a rainy day. So I especially liked Kim's because she had a backup plan. So notice her bust a bad mood, her bust a mood involved being outside. But if it rains, she already has a backup plan. So to bust her bad mood, she will need to walk for 30 minutes listening to music. So I think that is an awesome idea. Okay, so bravo. More bravo stickers. Ladies who did your homework. Very, very good. This week, we're talking about better sleep starts here. Okay, sleep. So why do they keep talking about sleep? I looked it up. This is the third chat that we have had about sleep in 2 years. Chat number 97, let me find my 96. So chat number 96. So if you go back and look, if you go to youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg, and look up chat number 96. Lisa, I bet that looks weird. Lisa says she has a bottle of bubbles in the car and she blows them at stoplights. That's got to be interesting. And it might make everybody else in a good mood too. So 96 is... Chat number 96 is sleep well. So let's see, this is chat number 173. So I can't do the math. However many chats ago that was also about sleep. Then chat number 136. So it wasn't even a whole year ago. Chat number 136 was set yourself up for sleep. And chat number 136 in the second half, in the extra credit portion, we talked about ways to... like caffeine. We talked a lot about caffeine and about things not to do right before you go to sleep. So this week, the weekly, and remember you can go back and print these out, and they have them set up now so that it's easier to print out. But the weekly this week is talking about better sleep starts here, and they're talking about ways to track your sleep. So not necessarily ways to go to sleep, the last time. So 136 was ways like turning your alarm clock to the wall, not drinking caffeine before you go to bed, exercising, because that helps. Their main article was your guide to better sleep. And in that, they say these were 3 fast facts. Studies show that people who get 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, have an easier time eating well, moving regularly, and having a more helpful mindset. I would agree with that. Number 2, tracking sleep helps you become more aware of your sleep patterns so you can pinpoint what changes you need to make. I don't disagree with that. And, so y'all were talking to each other. Number 3, just like with food and activity, tracking sleep consistently is more helpful than being perfectly accurate. Okay, so that doesn't mean you have to get exactly 8 hours of sleep a night. So 7 to 9 is just an average. Our groceries are getting a tumble over here. So 7 to 9 is just an average. That does not mean that you have to get 7 to 9. That is an average. Like everything else, there are averages for everything. But if you didn't notice it yet, your app now has a sleep tracker. So we're going to talk about, hello Mary, we're going to talk about the other new thing on your WW app. We'll talk about that next week. But for now, we're going to talk about the sleep tracker. So just go however you get onto WW, however you get onto the app, or if you're going to get on your computer, or if you do it from an iPad or some kind of a tablet. Go to the app, go to new sleep tracker, and if you touch it, then you'll get a message. Just kidding. So if you touch it, and I can't see what I'm doing backwards and upside down. Oh, that's a picture. Hold on. Oh, please. Okay. So there it is actually live. So if you go to that, then it is going to take you to the sleep tracker, and the sleep tracker looks like this, and it does say beta, which tells me that they are testing it out. But you can track it. You can track your, you can track your sleep. You're obviously going to have to do this the next day. So this is going to be one of those things where you're going to track it the next day instead of pre-tracking it, unless you know exactly when you're going to get to go to sleep, which kudos to you if you do. But you can track your sleep. You can tell it when you went to bed, when you got up. When you track your sleep, it wants to know what time did you fall asleep, what time did you wake up, how much time did you spend awake during the night. So like the very first night that I tracked, I had to say that it was, like 5 minutes or whatever, because I had to get up and go potty. And then how are you feeling today? So it wants you to let, to say how you were feeling today. So as it starts to build data, it's going to give you some advice on, oh gosh, Lori hasn't slept for more than 2 hours at a time for years. Lordy honey. Okay, you can go back and track backwards. Melissa just said, I've been adding my Fitbit sleep info into it. That is perfect. That is perfect if you have an activity device that tracks your sleep. And then it says, did you know sleep stat? People wake up an average of 1.8 times during the night. So did you even know that you were waking up? Kathy's been using it for 4 days. And then the article of the week is tips for better sleep. So how to sleep better, 9 tips that could help you tonight. So these 9 tips, these are more like what we talked about in chat number 136, set yourself up for sleep. So if you need to go back and review those, you can go back and review them in your app. Because this is still fairly new on the app, it's on the home page. If you log onto a computer, it is still on the front page. Go ahead and go get it, because once they move on to the next newest thing, then hello Alan. Are you really watching, or y'all just somebody else just on your phone? But anyway, so once they move on to the next new thing, which we're going to be talking about this next week, then the sleep, all the articles might start to fall off, and you should still be able to go back and get them for a little bit. But go ahead and print all that out. You're going to need it. Don't forget to print out your weekly. I will say this. I'll tell you your homework here in just a second. I am keeping this one. I am making this when we go to the second half. So when we talk about, when we go to the second half and do our extra credit tonight, when I talk about the peanut sauce, peanut butter, veggie noodles. So I didn't get veggie noodles this time, but this is what I'm talking about. And this is on the back of your weekly. Okay, so your homework for this week is hashtag sleep well. SLEEPWELL. So hashtag sleep well. So what you're going to do for your homework this week, always tag me. I always say tag me. So you're going to tag me on Instagram, is if you have an egg, here on the Facebook page. So the public page is at If You Have an Egg. The private group, or the closed group, is at Kelly Green Milligan. And could somebody help Diane? Diane needs to know how to print out her weekly. Could somebody please tell her that? Or Diane, I will try really hard to remember to circle back around, because it's not that hard. It's not hard to print out. Or if it's on Connect, it's Scrap and Stamp 2, SCRAPNSTAMP, and the number 2. Or you can do like Rosie, who commented on YouTube, and I got it. Or you can comment on the blog on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and I will get it, and I will see it, and I will give you Bravo stickers for doing your homework. So the homework for this week is hashtag sleep well. So what I want you to do is use the sleep tracker one day. That's all you have to do, but you have to send me a screenshot. You have to post a screenshot of your use of the sleep tracker, just one day. If you do it 7 days, awesome. 7 times awesome. But I just want you to try it one day, so that the main point is to get you back in your app. I know a lot of you, me included, have let this whole stupid COVID mess get us out of the habit of being in our tracker, get out of the habit of tracking things. And that's what we're going to talk about in the second half, not just tracking, but getting out of the habit of things. So more than anything, even if you only track one night, I just want you to get back into your tracker. So it's hashtag sleep well. I want you to go track one night. Surely everybody, oh, Karen, whatever. Karen says, you look good for someone who walked in 100-degree weather. It wasn't 100 degrees. It was like 84. And Karen was with me, so she looks just like this too. But anyway, go do your homework. It's so easy. Hello, Stacy. Your homework's so easy this week. It's like so stinking easy. Everybody should do it. I should have to read off 100 of these. But anyway, so sleep well, hashtag sleep well, go do your homework, tag me in it, let me know. More than anything, I just want you back in your app. Okay, so that is all of the classroom portion. We are getting ready to do the homework portion, or the homework portion. We're getting ready to do the second half, the extra credit. If you're new, please hang out with us because I have a whole bunch of groceries here to show you. If you are not new with us, then hang in there because I'm getting ready to show you a bunch of groceries, which means you're going to be cooking a lot this week. We're going to get serious this week. So give me just a second. I need to get a little bit of liquid in me, and it is not water tonight. We're talking about water next week. We talk about water next week. Tonight, because Karen and I had walked so far and I needed some more caffeine, I made me another cold brew. So this is my treat for tonight. This is Mrs. Petal Java brought me, because you all gave her such a warm welcome a couple of weeks ago, she brought me a bag of, the red velvet, of their red velvet cake coffee. And so I made some red velvet cake cold brew. Okay. So, whoa. Okay, I've been bound and determined to knock those strawberries off. And yes, Kathy, you did hear a train. So, quick story where John and I, let's see, the house that we lived in with Casey, that we, where we raised Casey, there was a train less than a fourth of a mile. Then the first building that we were in, train. Second building that we were in for work, train. Train was right next to the building. Where we live now, our building is right across the street from what is it, John? Jackson Terminal. So it's right across the street from the train tracks. New building, train. I can't get away from them. Cannot get away from them. I promise Knoxville is not completely filled with trains, but I can't get away from them. Okay. So we are back, and this is part 2 of chat number 173, and it was entitled, Better Sleep Starts Here. So the extra credit portion has nothing to do with sleep. It has everything to do. Kim has to go early because there's a tornado warning in her area. No. We shouldn't be allowed to have COVID and tornadoes or hurricanes or anything like that at the same time. Okay, but anyway, so this has nothing to do with sleep, but it has everything to do with, putting our big girl pants on and getting back at it. So who, besides me, I don't have 15, but there's been a joke going around, about the COVID or the quarantine 15. So even if it's not 15, who has a couple of extra pounds after quarantine? So we were not technically in quarantine here in Knoxville. We were just asked to be safe at home. So it wasn't quite a quarantine, but we had to stay in. Karen and I couldn't walk because we couldn't be together. Everywhere we could have walked, there would have been other people, and we would have had to wear our masks, and we would have smothered. So we have had at least 4, if not 5 weeks of not walking as much, not being able to find as many fresh fruits and vegetables, not being able to, and Haley, I can drink coffee. I could drink coffee and go right to bed. Not a problem. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. I have other reasons other things that I have to do to be able to go to sleep. But anyway, so quarantine 15, quarantine 10, quarantine 5, whatever you want to call it. I did really well that first month. So the first month that we were quarantined or safer at home or whatever you want to call it, I actually lost weight because I was by myself, and I did not like it at all. But I was by myself for 10 to 12 hours a day every single day. 10 to 12 hours a day every single day. And I lost 2 pounds. I was quite happy. I was quite tickled with myself. But then here's what happened. we got to open again, and I got worried about it, and I got worried about whether or not people were going to come back to work, and I got worried about what customers were going to do, and I got nervous about, would they come back? Would customers come back? Would they want to come in? Are we prepared? Would we be safe? Would I be able to keep people safe? And y'all know what happens, and you start worrying and worrying and worrying and worrying and worrying, and then the worrying started going in here. And then people started saying, oh my gosh, you have been by yourself, for 4.5, it's actually like 5 weeks. You've been by yourself for 5 weeks. Here, eat this. Oh my gosh, you haven't been able to go to the store. Here, eat this. Oh my gosh, you haven't had my cooking in a while. Here, eat this. So we have had hamburgers out the ears. We've had, I'm not even going to name off everything because I don't want to offend anyone who's been treating me, but all of the food that has been brought with love. No one brought me food or forced me to eat anything because they didn't love me. So it's all been done with love. But girls, it's been 2 weeks and I've gained back the 2 pounds plus 3 more. So I am now 15 pounds over goal, and I'm not happy about it. So it started 2 years ago when both of my parents became ill, and then John's parents became ill, and he had to leave his place of employment, and we moved my business, and. But you know what? That's been a year ago. Everything's starting to settle down, so it's time to get back at it. I know some of you are still in states. Hello, Titters. I know some of you are in states that are not open back up yet. You're just going to have to hang in there and do the best that you can. But for the rest of us that can go to the store, that can get back outside, Karen and I can start walking again. We can get activity in again. Still not comfortable to go to a gym yet, even though I think we can, but not going to do that yet. But I had gone from 2 years ago, we were walking 25 miles a week. I was walking 6 days a week. Most days, once in the morning, once at night. I was eating a ton of fruits and vegetables. I wasn't eating a lot of refined sugar. I wasn't eating, meat is not bad, but I wasn't eating a lot of meat. I was eating several smaller meals during the day. So guess what? Y'all get to listen to me fuss and whine and complain for the next 20 minutes and show you what I'm going to eat, because I'm done. So yeah, I'm done. So we can call this the quarantine quick start. We can call this the quarantine restart. We can call this whatever you want to call it. So whatever y'all want to call this one. Oh, and Trish reached lifetime again last Sunday, only to have it go up this week. It happens. So guess what? We're starting over again this week. Okay, so the first thing is we're going to have to make some kind of a plan. So Casey doesn't know this yet, and if she's watching, surprise, part of what's on your list is she is going to help me make a written plan. And I know this is in pencil, and I know that y'all can't read this, but if I just say I'm going to do something, and if I don't write it down, if I don't, I say this all the time, put pen to paper, pen to paper, pen to paper. I can type it, I can think it, I can say it, I can whatever, but if I don't write it down, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It doesn't matter how many computer lists I make, it doesn't matter how many emails I send myself, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. So, and Donna has asked a question that I don't know the answer to. Donna wants to know, can we reset our weight as a reboot in the app so the gain doesn't keep hitting us in the face? How? I don't think so. I don't think you can, but just don't look at it. I know that sounds weird, but just don't look at it for a little while. But I have to write it all down. So I have started this. Casey is going to be working on this for us throughout this next week. I want her to make something pretty, because if it's pretty, I'll pull it out. I will pull it out and I will fill it in, and I will be diligent about it. So I'm going to get her started on making something for us that is pretty so that we will fill it in. But the first thing I want y'all to do is raise your right hand and tell me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter how much you've gained. It doesn't matter if you haven't gained. If you're ready to start over again, just raise your right hand and just say, I deserve this. I'm not giving up on me. Okay? So it doesn't matter. Do not be embarrassed. 15 pounds, okay? Don't be embarrassed. Please don't be embarrassed. So you're worth this. It's time to start. It's okay to start all over again. If every time Alyssa fell, and when she was trying to learn how to walk, if we said, forget it, don't walk, not going to happen, or every time I stick her on the potty and she ends up peeing in the floor instead, which happened this morning, but every time, if I just said, nope, forget it. You're just going to be in a diaper, you know, for the rest of your life. Oh my gosh, how many times have we had to start things over again? So guess what? We're starting over again, and it's okay because we know how to do this. We know how to do this. So the first thing I'm doing on my commitment to restarting is for 1 week solid. So for an entire week. So I'll check back in with you all on Sunday and let you know. Again, going to be making a pretty list here so that we can have something to fill out. But for me personally, nothing that I bought has any highly processed, as minimally processed as possible things. I personally am not going to eat a whole lot of meat this week. Meat is okay. I'm not saying meat is bad, but you know, you probably have, if you've been doing this for any length of time. So I've been Weight Watchering for almost 25 years now. You know your body, if you've been doing this any length of time, and you know what things slow you down. So sodium slows me down. Too much meat slows me down. Too much dairy, I can have a little bit of dairy, doesn't slow me down, and too much fruit slows me down. So too many processed things slow me down. So like if I eat too much processed food, too many frozen dinners, you know, things like that, again, I think it's probably more the sodium than it is the fact that it's a frozen dinner. But that slows me down. So next thing you're gonna do is fill your pantry, refrigerator, the best you can do. The absolute best you can do. And again, if you're in an area where you can't go out and get a whole bunch of stuff, it's okay. Just do the best you can. Don't say, well, I can't go get that. So, or we're still out in my area, or we don't have that, or I don't have access to it. If you do, great. If you don't, substitute something if you can. And if you can't do that, literally just seriously do the best you can, even if you just do this for 1 day. So 7 days is a big goal. It's a big commitment. I don't normally commit to things, you know, for more than a couple of days. Doesn't sound right. I don't normally make these kind of plans, you know, for more than a couple of days, but I've got to get this out of my system. We have vegetable pasta is still has. Okay, I'm sorry. Annette says, what are your thoughts on vegetable pasta? If it's literally spiralized noodles, love them. Love them. Spiralized carrots, zucchini, squash, butternut squash, anything like that. If it's literally a spiralized noodle, I absolutely love them. But if it's veggie noodles, it still has semolina flour in it. It still has, just check it, you know, just check it. If it's some kind of pasta, but it's called a veggie pasta, veggie is in it, but it also has flour in it. Okay, so I need a whole week. I need a whole week to get this out of my system. So here are some of the things that I got at the store today. I already had a few of these things, but here are some of the things I got and what I am going to do with them this week. I also am committing to, Casey does this every single day. Every single day, she has a vlog, a book vlog. It's Bohan and Babbles for anybody who likes to read, anybody who's a faster reader than I am. And every single day, almost every single day, she vlogs something. So she gets out her phone or camera or whatever, and she fills people in on what she read that day. That is an awesome idea. So for 7 days, I'm going to pop in for just a minute, no matter what I look like. I'm going to pop in for just a minute, breakfast, lunch, dinner. If I have a snack, I'm going to let you know what I'm eating, and then Casey will compile all of that at the end of the 7 days. Hello, Ashley. I am. Ashley, look. This is it. I'm sorry. So everybody say hello to Ashley. That is Mrs. Petal Java. Ashley, I made the red velvet cake cold brew, which, by the way, I have people asking if we're going to have the cold brew maker, whatever you call that thing, the Bowden, whatever it is, if we're going to have those here. So apparently we need to have that here, but oh my gosh. This is almond milk. So I have almond milk with it. So yeah, that is part of what I bought. Okay, so anyway, so this is what I'm going to do. I will, oh, and Barbara says, is Casey my friend? Casey is my daughter. So Barbara, if you, and for anybody else that's new, my name is Kelly. My daughter is Casey, and Casey does all of she helps me with our videography. She helps me, she puts all the videos together. She does all of the YouTube stuff. She does all of the Pretty Bravo stickers. So all of the design work on the Pretty Bravo sticker, she does all of that. Jessica is her best friend from high school. And so Jessica does the website. She does all the creative content. She does all of the retyping of my notes that are barely, that you're barely able to read, my notes. Hello, Inez. So Anyway, okay, so let's go back to what I bought. So I'm going to do a little video every meal and tell you what I put in my mouth and tell you how it's going, and tell you whether or not I cheated, which I'm not planning on it. Not planning on cheating, but here is what I got. So as an emergency backup, or to eat, I still went to, oh, and Rosie says her nails are great, thanks to Casey. So I still bought some more of these. Yeah, sorry. And Barbara says, a true Tennessee girl drinking out of a canning jar. Well, yeah. Is there anything else? It's got to stay cold. Okay, so these are super handy. This is probably the most processed thing that I bought. These are 2 to 3 smart points. I can't remember which one, depending on which plan you're on, if you're on blue, green, or purple. But I'm keeping these as my emergency backup plan so that if I get in a pinch and I can't get to anything else that I bought, you just rip the top off. There's a spoon in here and you can eat it, and they're delicious. Okay, so that's my emergency backup plan. Okay, first thing I got, I went ahead and bought some more of the Olay Extreme Wellness because you can do a lot of things with this, and this size is 1 smart point. So this is the regular size, and it has to be the Olay Extreme Wellness high fiber. If you just get the regular Olay tortilla wraps, I've seen a lot of people pick up there's like a tomato one, like a basil tomato or something, and a pesto-ish or something, I don't know, whatever. They're not 1 point. They also have, I saw today, they have an Extreme Wellness that's big. It's a big one. They're 2 smart points. It's still only 2 smart points. But I got these as a staple because I can use these if I wanted to make a tuna sandwich. And I got a couple other things over here that I can put with it as well. So this makes a good base. It makes a good base for a lot of things. I went ahead and got 2 packages. We have a Food City right across the street, so it is convenient. And yeah, my Christy says check the points on all of these. Do. If it's not the high fiber and the regular size, check the points because it could be 3 to 4. Okay, so we have a Food City right across the street. I understand a lot of y'all don't have Food City. I know Publix has things like these. I'm pretty sure Kroger probably does. So wherever you're at, see if you have one. I've decided that I was gonna spend a little more money and have a little more time. So I didn't have time to prep all of this week. So I bought butternut squash already cut, cubed, ready to go. And I bought, obviously, yellow and zucchini and yellow squash already prepped and ready to go. These, along with, and I didn't stack this in any certain order, so sorry. These, along with, and no, Kathy, I'm on green. So I'm on green, but with what I bought this week, I probably should just switch to purple this week. But anyway, okay, and I got some mushrooms. These, all of this, I think, oh no, carrots, hold on, don't go anywhere. And I got the jumbo bag of carrots. So I bought the jumbo bag of carrots, a whole thing of mushrooms, already cut up, butternut squash, and zucchini and yellow squash. I've decided to spend, because we're back at work now, so I got paid 2 weeks in a row, to spend a little more money on this and save a little bit of time. All of this is going in our can cooker. So when we're at home, and we'll have to do the can cooker one from home unless my stove eye comes in, because we do not have a stove, an actual stove top here. But all of this is going in the can cooker. And you can add any kind of liquid that you want to for the flavoring. But so these will be for several nights. It will be mostly vegetables. I can fill up on vegetables if I just put my mind to it. But the can cooker cooks all of these tender. You could do this on a sheet pan. You could do, have y'all seen the sheet pan things where you just put everything out on a sheet pan, spray it with a little bit of oil, or a little bit of nonstick spray, or a tiny bit of oil, and bake it in the oven. And Melissa wants to know what a can cooker is. We've talked about them a couple of times. It's basically a campfire pressure cooker. It looks like a milk can. And I'll video it when I do this, since we won't be live when we're doing this. But the can cooker it's a pressure cooker, and they come in. We've got a can cooker junior, and Orlando Debbie can tell you if you don't get enough heat underneath it, you're going to be eating dinner at midnight. So once it comes up to pressure, cooks really fast. But it is basically a stovetop or camp. It's a camp cooker. It's to cook at a camp, but it's a pressure cooker. But anyway, so all of this is going to go in there. So I got all of that. I got a big enough thing of carrots so that I could have some just to eat. Okay. And my Christy says they have been roasting vegetables in the oven. Vegetables roasted in the oven, so delicious. And they like caramelize. So that makes them super yummy too. Okay. Another thing that I got is a giant thing of strawberries. I went ahead and bought them already cut up. If you buy fruits and vegetables not already cut up, please, please, please go ahead and wash them, cut them, prepare them however you're going to, and put them in a clear container. So it's obvious to me that this is strawberries, okay? So there shouldn't be any question if I want something sweet. There should be no question what's in here. It's strawberries. So there will be no reason this week for me to be hunting around, what can I have? What can I have? What can I have? I need something sweet. No question, because it's in a clear container. And if I had bought these whole, I could go ahead and, cut them up, wash them and cut them up. So go ahead and prep them because there's nothing more expensive. So these are expensive, but it's more expensive if you buy them. Don't ever take them out of the packaging and let them turn green and gross and throw them away. That's more expensive than buying them already cut up. I also went ahead and bought my cabbage already shredded because I'm going to use this and this. I went ahead and bought the rice. I did not buy any spiralized this time because I prefer most of the spiralized vegetables that I get. I either get them at Publix in a clear container, or I get, Susie wants to know, how does she wash her fruits and vegetables with this whole COVID thing? Just like normal, Yeah, just use a little. Now these, you're not going to be able to agitate them, as much. Just the fact that you're washing them is going to help. And it's not been known to travel on food. Like washing your fruits and vegetables, I'm not doing it so much for COVID. I'm doing it because there are lots of other things that are transmitted by people picking fruits and vegetables, or by idiots in your grocery store wiping their noses when they have a cold, or kids have rotavirus or whatever, and then touching food before you touch it. So that's why I washed it. Okay, so yes, and yes, my Christy, Trader Joe's has a great vegetable wash. That's the one, that is what I use. So you can either use a little bit of vinegar and some water, or Trader Joe's has a great vegetable wash. Over at Food City today, I noticed they had a spray one, and that you could spray, but you still need to, if you can, if it's something sturdy like bananas, you need to lightly scrub them a little bit. So I bought angel-haired coleslaw, it's just cabbage, and I got, instead of spiralized vegetables, because again, I like the ones from Trader Joe's, or not from, well, from Trader Joe's that are frozen. They got carrots, zucchini, can't remember what else they have. Anyway, they have a lot of spiralized vegetables. Or the fresh ones from Publix, but they don't have those at Food City. So instead I got rice, broccoli, carrots, and cauliflower. So that is frozen. I found this in the frozen section. And yes, Lisa, chemicals and dirt also, you're washing that off. And this, and I got, and again, these are pre-done just to save me some time. And another time saver, because remember, I'm focusing on eating what I need to eat, not focusing on spending 15 hours prepping everything. If you have 15 hours to prep everything, do it. Do it. We're open. We are open again. And fortunately, we are blessed to abundance with business. I have got estimates out here stacked up that I can't get to, so I had to go with pre-prepped. Squeezed ginger is amazing. If you've never had it, it is awesome, and it is so much faster than trying to grate the ginger yourself. And I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, I was about out of peanut butter powder, so I got some more peanut butter powder. So you're going to need the peanut butter powder, spiralized vegetables, chopped up cabbage, whatever you want to do, and the ginger. You're going to need that for, remember I said we were going to come back around to this. So I will be having this. It will not be the spiralized vegetables. It will be the slaw, the cauliflowered, or the rice, broccoli, carrots, and cauliflower, the peanut butter powder, and the ginger. So those are some of the main ingredients in that one. So I went ahead and picked all of that up today. So that is super easy. And again, this is in the frozen section because I know somebody's going to ask me, frozen section. And Barbara wants to know what my business is. We do countertops. So our normal business is granite, quartz, marble, and recycled glass countertops. Okay, then I went ahead and picked up some already flavored yogurt because it's quick, it's easy. I can grab it and I can eat it. This is 2 points on green, but it's delicious and I can eat it. And I'm going to try and figure out if I can make it into a smoothie in case I need to have a quick smoothie, you know, to carry around. Having lunch here in the showroom is my #1 problem issue. So I grabbed some of these. I also got, this is a super easy snack, hummus. And if you don't think you like hummus, then don't just get regular hummus. This is black bean hummus. If you like the black bean dip, the Mexican dip that a lot of people eat, black bean hummus, you're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely love it. And yes, my Christy, recycled glass is gorgeous. And actually the table where we're at is recycled glass. This one is roasted garlic hummus, but it's made with white beans. So if you don't think you like chickpeas, this is made with white beans. This is made with black beans. Carrots, again, double duty with the carrots. I got some mini cucumbers. That way I can just grab one and I can use it in the hummus. So those are awesome and amazing there. These are going to make a great snack. They are also, and since it's fairly sturdy, I can scoop some out onto a little, you know, like a little dish or something and get it ready so that when it is time to eat, like when I do get a few seconds in the showroom to eat, I can just grab it and eat it and not have to worry about it. So I also made a commitment to myself that I'm going to take 30 minutes every day. So we're blocking it off on the scheduler like I have an appointment, you know, for 30 minutes every day. And even if I have to go hide in the bathroom, I'm hoping not, I'm going to take 30 minutes every day to sit down and eat something. Okay, real quick, let me go through the rest of this. Blueberries, always a good idea. The blueberries, if you wash them in this, if you wash them in this container, you can actually freeze them in this container. It is the only fruit I know of that freezes really well in this. Don't know why, can't explain it, but it works great, works successfully. Things that are good for my tummy. My tummy is really happy when I eat sauerkraut. So I went ahead and bought a big thing of, and Melissa wants to know if I'm dinner planning at the beginning of the week. Yeah. So I'll probably do the peanut butter one first, the one that's on the WW recipe. My tummy feels really good when I eat sauerkraut. I'm going to try and eat sauerkraut at least 3 or 4 meals this week. But since I'm not doing any meat, we're not doing much meat, beer mustard is 0 points, and it's really good in the sauerkraut. Just saying, it's really good in the sauerkraut. Also, my tummy really loves red cabbage. A lot of German things, don't know why. Loves red cabbage. Red cabbage does have points. Please do not be fooled. I love it anyway. I don't care. I'm gonna eat it. It's cabbage, good for your gut. My tummy loves it. But it does have points, so I don't want you to see this and go, oh, it's cabbage, it's 0. It is not 0. Okay, so you always want to scan that. Then I got these for if I need a quick snack. So again, I'm trying not to eat a whole lot of dairy. I did get unsweetened vanilla almond milk that I did not get out of the refrigerator to show you all. It's just unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Hold on. Oh, but I did go ahead and get a little bag of these. These are light baby bells. It is 1 point for one of these. These are a great source. Loretta just said it. If you don't eat meat, what will be your protein? And Trish wants to know what I'm going to eat with cabbage. I'm going to make some vegetable meals. So, I mean, that's just going to be a side dish for some of my roasted vegetables. But the baby bell cheeses, you know, so that's going to be one of the few dairy things, that and the yogurt that I'm going to have. But real quick, before it's 9 o'clock, sources of protein. I went ahead and got 2 sources of protein. Well, first of all, the peanut butter powder is 5 grams of protein per serving. There's 5 grams of protein in that, and not very much fat at all. Daiya cheese shreds. It's not cheese, it's cheese. But the Daiya melts. It's the only vegetarian or vegan cheese that I've ever found that actually melts. This is going to be great on these if I need a quick snack at work. So this has 5 grams of protein in here. The Daiya has no protein because it's all vegetables. Still very good for you. Okay, and last but not least, somebody, sorry, I can't remember who it was, asked me about using Premier Protein. I did not do it in this one. I'm gonna do it this week. But in the cold brew that we've been talking about, somebody asked about using the Premier Protein in that. But look what I found. Never seen this one before. It is Cafe Latte Premier Protein. So how good is Cafe Latte Premier Protein, which has 30 grams of protein, except I don't use a whole one. I use a half of one of these. So a half of one of these is 1 point, I think. I think it's 2 for the whole thing and 1 for half. But a whole one in the coffee, it's too much for me. It's just too much. But how yummy would the red velvet cake cold brew be from Petal Java with the Cafe Latte Premier Protein? Yeah, that's going to be so good. Okay. So that's my plan. Those are the things I have. Of course, I have other things at home, but this is what I got to be my mainstay this week. I will do videos to show you all. Oh, peach. Carol says she likes the peach one in her coffee. Peach? Really? And Paula says the Cafe Latte is very good in cold coffee. Yay! Yay! So we're going to find out how it tastes in the... And I got to tell you, this red velvet cake cold brew, it was perfect. I started cooking it yesterday in the refrigerator and got it out tonight right before the chat. It's going to be absolutely fabulous in that. Okay, so anyway, this is what I got. I'm going to start doing, I'll start doing videos. And yes, Barbara, eggs are a very good source of protein. And I do still have some eggs, so that might get thrown in there. And I have apples at home. So I do still have some other, things at home. But anyway, so I'm restarting. Are you restarting? Who's restarting? I know it is, oh my gosh, it's after 9 o'clock. Okay, so who is restarting? Give me some thumbs ups or give me some hearts if you're restarting with me this week. So we got to get back on this. So COVID it's not done. It's not done. But you know what? It didn't get us. It's not going to get us. We're good. We're going to start all over again. Even if we're starting for the 50th, 60th time. But who's with me? Who's starting over again? Because I need y'all. Y'all know I do this as much for me as I do it for you. To keep myself... I've got to have some accountability, here too. So, okay, great. Awesome. So a bunch of y'all are going to start over with me again. I will do the videos. I'll try to release each video each day, and then I'll have Casey compile them. Again, she's probably trying to get Alyssa to go to sleep right now, so she doesn't know. She doesn't know that she's getting signed up for this, but she is going to start working this week on something that y'all can print off, and can fill out, because I need that too. If I don't write it down, it ain't gonna happen. So y'all have an amazing week. Nobody even noticed that Dusty didn't whine at the beginning of this week. So the last 2 weeks, he has been crazy barking at the dry food over here. John was sweet enough to take him back home so that we didn't have to listen to him. But anyway, okay, so y'all have an amazing week. Don't forget to do your homework. Don't forget to tag me in it. I will make a list of everything that I bought, and Jessica and Casey will get the videos posted and the list posted by probably Tuesday, Wednesday-ish. And I'll get started on the videos. So let's do this, okay? Everybody give me a high five. So high five, everybody. Let's do it. Let's see the high fives. Okay, y'all have a great week, and I will see you next week. See you next week. Oh, sorry, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. Please watch the next video that's going to come up right here. And if you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and click down here to subscribe. Click the little bell so that you get notified of the next time that we have a video, which should be every week. And thank you, Donna. And if you want to order one of these spread shirts, that little button is right over here. So thank you all for supporting us. Thank you for everyone who has placed an online order with CaseyKitchenCenter.com. You literally helped us bridge that gap in between when we had to close and when we got to reopen 2 weeks ago. So thank you very much. Thank you everyone who is joining me this week in a Restart, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Good night.